Let's talk about basic pencil strokes, how to apply them so you can do things like this. And for my fountain pen enthusiasts, how to transfer this skill to pen and ink. Let's go. Before we begin the pencil work, I want to mention one thing. Paper quality matters quite a lot because the texture of the paper can add a lot of character or reduce character of your pencil strokes. This is a regular printer paper. And now I'll use the same stroke on a textured paper. Now let's apply a bit more pressure. So this rectangle has much more open spaces, and that matters a lot. And as you will get better at drawing, you will learn to appreciate a high quality paper and you will learn the value of this texture. You can use a pencil of your choice. I'll be using 6B simply because it looks better on camera. So the first and very basic stroke is just a straight line. And believe it or not, your first volume of practice should consist just a bunch of parallel lines. Once you'll get comfortable with those, you can switch directions. So the line must start and end with the same width. So these lines are mostly useful when sketching architecture, hard edges, strong rough textures, and blocking in basic forms. Also, you can do yourself a huge favor and learn how to hold a pencil in a classical drawing way, like this, or even like this, because it adds more freedom to your movement and you can be more comfortable with drawing fluidly. It will benefit your fast sketching sessions. With the next stroke type, you want to go from thick to thin. Just get comfortable with the movement first, okay? And also, I'm not pressing hard for the widest part. I'm just gliding the pencil and then slowly releasing it. Also, you want to master both movements, slow and a rapid one. With slow one, you get more control, and the rapid one gives more expressiveness to your strokes and a little bit sharper tapers. So you want to apply these strokes in a way that allows the wider part to touch shaded parts of your subject, but that depends on the particular way of rendering you chose for particular sketch. Also, I like to think of these strokes as an airplane that takes off. After you get comfortable more or less with this movement, you can start to build your accuracy. So sketch a basic shape or more complex one if you wish, and just practice your accuracy. So build the movement first, then go for the accuracy, and after that go for the speed. So the third basic pencil stroke looks like this. You start thin, go thicker, and end thinner as well. I'm sure you saw plenty of time lapses and whatnot when people do this. So it looks like we go back and forth, which sometimes we do. However, if you slow down, you go in a circular kind of motion with your wrist. Sometimes you rest your hand on a pinky and go like this. And again, it only looks like a windshield wiper, but up close it looks like this. You start thin, you go thicker, and you release. So if you bundling up these strokes, you get this overlap, which gives you a darker value spot, which you don't need, so you have to erase and compensate with a new pass. And the same goes for this type. But you get patches of lighter value where you don't need them. That's why this type of strokes is more beneficial. It's because when you place them closely, they blend nicely. This principle is so good, it rhymes. So you probably saw already that some artists sharpen their pencils like this. That's because you can see better and more fully what is going on underneath your pencil, right? So these are the bricks that you can use to build your castle of drawing skill. Now for the fountain pens. So the first type of strokes requires no explanation, right? It's just the way our hand works, and when we use a tool with a fixed size, right, this is just what you get, a simple line. And also, don't think you'll get less experience and less skill if you'll practice with a pencil in the beginning, because the hand movement, the wrist motion, it kinda builds up no matter which tool you're using. Except for the brush, because it's really hard to deliver a same weight line with a brush. Let's apply this type. That movement that you build it up with the pencil can help you to learn how to release the nib. Same goes for the third type. And a pen with a flex nib makes life much easier, and if you went through all that practice that I showed you, you can achieve nice lines much easier because you already have that sense, that feeling of the stroke built within your system with the pencil practice. Right, and remember how I told you not to push the pencil but let it glide on the paper and then slowly release? The same goes for the nib, and if you'll use that approach, you'll get less strain on your wrist. And then once you're comfortable with the straight lines, you can start to turn them and go around the contour of the form. And then you can go to the next level and apply line weight variations. And then if you want to give your nervous system a crash test, you can practice with brush. And that's actually it, just 3 strokes.
3 Gläser.
And like many things in art, it's easy to explain, hard to understand, impossible to master.